It's all very well us sitting here discussing our shocking politics and all the corruption and all of that stuff, state of the nation, so on and so forth. But remember, it's a lot worse in other countries. I present you the case of Malaysia. The guy behind me there is the Malaysian Prime Minister, Najib Razak. Do you know that in that country, he took the equivalent of the Development Bank of South Africa? They're under investigation by the Swiss Attorney General because $4 billion has gone missing. That's 64 billion rand, people. And of that amount, 681 million US dollars landed up in his personal bank account. You know what he said when he was confronted with this truth? He said, well, it was a gift just before the elections from some friends of mine in Saudi Arabia. And you know what? That's not illegal. I tell you what they say about politicians. Petty thieves get caught and sent to jail, but the really big thieves, they get elected to national office. Well, we love a product story here on the Business Blunders. Crazy companies doing weird shit with products. You can't believe it. Well, I'm talking today about craft brewing. What a time to be alive. We've got the merger of AB InBev and SAB Miller, which is going to create some company called Mega Brew or something. They're going to produce just about all the beers in the world. So what's the perfect response for the hipster beer drinker? That's to go even smaller and quirkier by buying an even stranger beer made by some strange people in their backyards. Did you know that this week the US Patent Office, the people who do the copywriting and trademarks and so on, turned down an application from a company called Engine 15 Breweries, which is based in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Why? Because they put up an application for a beer called Nutsack Double Brown Ale. That's right, Nutsack Double Brown Ale. My question is, why? Why do you have to turn that down? It sounds perfectly reasonable for me. If you want to drink the contents of your brewmaster's scrotum, well, go ahead, folks. Here we go, I've got a foolproof money-making idea for you. Trading Benjamins into Angola. When I talk Benjamins, I'm talking about $100 US bills like the one behind me. The Angolan Kwanza, of course, is not very strong right now. It's in the toilet, predictably. It's all about oil up there. But there's a big market for US dollar banknotes. So what happens is rich Angolans fly to the US or to Europe, and then they go with their Kwanzas or whatever else they've got, and they buy the actual US dollar notes. Then they take them back to Angola because people collect them there because they're a store of value. They get sold for like 4 times the face value. So you know what the joke goes? What is 6 inches long, 2 inches wide, and drives Angolans wild? $100 bill. Okay, so it's very fashionable these days to be worried about China. I don't know why. 1.3 billion people working hard, saving hard. What's to be worried about that? Trying to get rich, that's good for the world economy. Anyhow, China is now the world's second largest capitalist economy with all the bells and whistles. They've got their own depreciating currency. They've got a stock market which is going mad. They've got the polluted sky. They've got it all sorted. They even have their own Ponzi scheme, a $7.6 billion Ponzi scheme called Easy Bao, run by a guy called Ding Ning. That's the guy who was running the thing. The best part about this story is that the police investigators had to uncover the accounts books of this scam. And when I say uncovered, I mean really uncovered, because they buried them under the ground. They had to use an excavator. So well done, Chinese. Remember that 1986 movie called Big Trouble in Little China? If they made that movie today, they'd have to call it Average Size Trouble in Normal China.